So this is interesting. I just realised, I don't know if it was Archangel Michael or just the angels or my guides. Best Spirit Energies would know which. Damn it. So during the reading, I said about I don't intend to stay on TikTok. So and they said, you'll be on TikTok as long as we need you there. And then they said, what are you running away from? Why do you keep trying to run away? And I said, I ain't running away. And they said, you are. But you need to figure out why. And it's got me thinking just now. I thought, what are they talking about? Like, I'm trying to process it. Of course, I've got my spirit guides all the time, which is our intuition and things, you know. We're always going to be guided. And then in my mind, I'm like, that's not what I want to do, though. I've got my own path I like doing too. I like writing my books. I like to be creative. And immediately in my mind, boom. It's like, crap. When I met Kristen, for instance, she said about collaborating with other people, working together. Well, your wisdom would mainly come out when you communicate with people and talk to people. I'm really good with people anyway, you know. But, you know, I can't be everywhere doing everything. And I really like writing my books. But then I thought, oh, you bastards. I thought, I get it. I get what they're doing. Like, they know how to work at all of us, you know, how the best way to get through to us and stuff. So through books, it's very solo, very isolated. So they're saying, what are you so scared of? Why do you keep running? So potentially subconsciously, without even realizing, which I would say no, but it's like, you know, maybe I don't want to collaborate, or there's a fear of collaborating, or there's a fear of working with other people. There's something there that they feel is the reason. So if I'm going to unlock abilities, for instance, and become similar to Bear Spirit Energies, or whatever the purpose takes me, in the future I could do mediumship readings. I could do all those things. But I feel like my purpose is different to that. I think we complement each other rather than be copies of each other, even if our gifts are similar in any way, you know. I don't really want to do that. I don't see myself doing it. But then straight away I'm thinking it's not necessarily what I see myself doing, is it? It's where they put me. And if they're saying you're staying on TikTok until as long as we need you, it's like, well, ain't that a bitch? Because effectively, if you got the gifts and you're here for a purpose, you're getting to fulfill the purpose too, you know, whatever that is. You don't just get to self-indulge all the time. It's like I said before, you don't get to just live the peaceful life. You don't get to take easy options out. That's the thing. You try and take an easy way out, they will find a way to push you on path. So somehow I've just got to start putting the puzzles together, pieces, and try to understand why they need me on TikTok. What they did come through though is try and find a way to monetize your channel. I'm like, how can I monetize it? I didn't even want to stay forever. So I find that quite interesting. Yeah, and there was recognition. I don't know if Bear Spirit Energies just suggested this. I think it might have just been him, but he said because obviously they took away my other books, my spiritual books. I've had to unpublish them immediately, which I did. Only because they just weren't ready, and I recognise that now. But they said, have you been talking about your first books recently, about my daughter and family court and all, and the struggle through that, and the fact that I overcome that? I said, no, I'll be focusing on the spiritual one. I said, maybe you should just start focusing on the ones you did first. I was like, God damn. Because that triggers my ex. You know, so, and again, they're like, oh, well, then maybe that's something you need to heal. It's like, God's sake, the lessons in everything, man. Again, they won't let you take the easy way out. But yeah, I thought I'd like just chat about this a little bit, really. I just thought maybe it helps someone, even if it just helps one person, you know. Yeah, sometimes we're where we want to be, even if it's uncomfortable, where we've got to be, if you know what I mean. But somehow, so it may be eventually I have to start doing lives. I don't even want to do lives. Because I just don't see the point. Too many people when they do lives, they sit there, they might do silly things, or at least they're active. I don't want to do lives and I'm waiting for people to come in. It's just annoying because I'm not going to just sit there and look at the ceiling. But of course I could help people. Anyone that's going through like trauma, or they're going through things in their life, they need someone just to talk to. You know, I'm here. If someone's on a spiritual journey, I can share as much knowledge as I have. But what people will see over the next few years And it might even be why they're doing it. My journey is all about documenting, otherwise I wouldn't be writing books. And I've done that even with my TikTok journey. If someone was to go look for my TikToks maybe two or 3 years ago, you'd see a different version of me. It may even be that this is part of a way of documenting it for history. And a lot of people ain't reading so much now, but they're on TikTok, so you can reach the masses. It may very well be the whole point is to document my growth. You know, people might see me transform from just being wise at times, overcome trauma, to now I'm far more enlightened than I was a year ago. So in a year's time, I might be able to do mediumship. I might be seeing things. I might be interacting with my angels directly and things. And it might be a natural progression, and people see that. I wouldn't be surprised if that's part of the journey. But yeah, monetizing is through live, I guess. But I don't, like I said, but then it's like, what are you running away from? And I guess that's the point, isn't it? Taking that step into the unknown, the next stage. Yeah, I think it's important. If I have to step outside my comfort zone and do things, then maybe people need to realise it's okay for them too to step outside their comfort zone and do things. Because greatness is not going to be found in comfort. It's just not. You know, anytime someone just tries to be too comfortable, you're going to realise you ain't going to achieve much in that situation. So if you want to strive for something significant in life, you're going to have to go outside your comfort zone for sure. There's just a lot of weight on my shoulders, as there always is. I actually had a medium reading a few years ago with my mum, and my grandmother, who I didn't know in life really, she said to her that this one here, bear in mind, there's a lot of us kids, you know, I've had all the signs that I'm the one with a big purpose in this generation. It goes beyond my family lineage, you know. But she said this one here could take a lot on his shoulders. He has strong shoulders. And at the time, I was separated from my daughter. I was in the middle of a breakdown, in tears before I even got there. And she's saying, you could put all your troubles on him. I thought, frickin' hell, you having a laugh? But if Archangel Michael is giving me a very limited deadline, being firm with me, and I've got a big legacy, I guess. And I think dealing with some trauma and the weight of others' lives on my shoulders is hardly going to break me. But yeah, so anyway, I think we just got to take things, we've got to take things seriously, but I think also have fun in life as well. There's a point of that. We've got to look after our mental well-being too. But yeah, try and push ourselves outside our comfort zones. So if you've never created a post, never created any content, maybe get over that fear. Create something that means something to you, or even just have a little bit of fun and share that. Maybe start with sharing it only with your followers. Because when it says followers, it's friends. So anyone that mutual friends to you, they will see it. So maybe only a handful to begin with. And from there, maybe grow your confidence. And then maybe you start to embrace having a platform too. Yeah. Yeah, I think we all have to try and do something.